Police officers, what's the most devastating scene you've had to witness? It was supposed to be a routine wellness check, just another call for the night. When I arrived at the apartment, something didn't feel right. The door was slightly open and there were no lights on inside. I knocked, but no one answered. I pushed the door open and was immediately hit with an awful smell, like stale air mixed with something else I couldn't quite place. My instincts kicked in, and I pulled my weapon, moving cautiously through the apartment. As I stepped further in, I saw him, an elderly man slumped in a chair. At first, I thought he was gone, but he was still breathing, barely. It was clear he hadn't moved in days. His skin was pale and his body looked frail from dehydration and malnourishment. He barely had the strength to lift his head, but when he looked at me, his eyes were cloudy. Then he gave me the faintest smile. It was weak, but it was there. Paramedics arrived shortly after and said he'd probably been sitting there for weeks, waiting for someone to check on him. He had family, but no one had bothered to visit. He passed away a few days later, and every time I think about that smile, I'm reminded of how truly lonely some people can be. It still haunts me.